What's up, beautiful people? How's it going? It's not about finding who you are, it's about creating who you are. And you're probably wondering what happened to all of my hair. Well, I had my first RSD or RSP drill for the National Guard this past weekend, and I kind of had, the hair touching the ears, or the hair can't touch the ears or anything, and kind of had a little longer hair than they wanted, so they had somebody there in the locker rooms when we were changing and whatnot, with buzz clippers and stuff, and just doing people's hair. So just took it all off. So still kind of getting used to it, and I look in the mirror like, whoa, what the heck? So yeah, that's why I practically have no hair now, and it's probably going to be that way. I went on a bike ride this morning, about a 20-mile bike ride with one of my friends, Scott, and we rode some of these River Greenway trails in Fort Wayne, and these trails are awesome, especially this time of year. Right now, I brought out the camera and got some nice, footage and whatnot of the trails and the leaves of the colors. How about colors of the leaves? Man, I can't talk today. Anyway, and so I thought I'd kind of give you a little information on what my first drill was like, and kind of talk in the background while I provide images of this awesome ride and stuff. So yeah, here I go, I guess. So yeah, this RSP drill happens one weekend every month before I ship to basic training, which is 10 weeks long, and it's something basic is something anybody who wants to join the Army has to go through. And these RSD drills that I'm going to right now are kind of preparing me for basic, to kind of get me ready and teach me what to expect, and it's kind of giving me a head start on the things I'm going to be learning over again at basic, because some people, when they enlist, they go right off to basic and they don't have the chance to get a head start or anything. But since I'm not leaving till January, I'm definitely getting a great head start on things. So the first day, it was pretty much everything I expected, but I thought there was going to be more physical training the first day. We start out by doing a PT test, or a physical training test, and for the very first time it's a 1-1-1 format, and this is where you do the most push-ups you can in 1 minute, the most sit-ups you can in 1 minute, and a timed 1-mile run. And I wasn't focusing on counting the number of push-ups and sit-ups I did. I should have, but I didn't. All I know is that I passed my sit-ups, the number I did, but I do need to work on my push-ups more, so I'll definitely be doing that. And the 1-mile run, I got a 7 minutes and 58 seconds. I was required at least 8 minutes and 30 seconds, so I passed that, but I definitely still want to get better, because the following PT tests are 2-2-2 formats, so each push-ups in 2 minutes, sit-ups in 2 minutes, and a 2-mile run. And I have to do the 2-mile run in 15 or 17 minutes, I forget which one it is, but definitely have to try to improve on that one. On the way to the running location for the 1 mile, we marched into formation and kind of sang out cadence calls. I think that was like one of the coolest things that day. That's awesome about marching. And let's see, after my PT test, I got basically a literally 1 minute shower and got dressed in the civilian clothes. But usually after the PT. You dress in ACUs, or the Army combat uniforms, kind of the typical uniforms you would think, that the Army guys wear. The kind of camouflage clothes there. But they didn't issue a lot of the new recruits yet, because I guess the defense budget just passed, and we haven't seen that into our account yet over at the Armory. So he's going to get us, our sergeant's going to get us those as soon as he can. So anyway, after that, getting dressed and everything, yeah, they're doing those haircuts, and that's when I got my haircut. So then we had to do pretty much a long day of classroom work, and basically going over the rules and regulations, the technicalities of the Guard, and learning about the different rankings and the insignia that specifies those rankings. And we learned about, the highest rates of suicide happen with former soldiers of, the branches of the Army, or any military for that matter. And we basically learned, how to see it, or how to act when you do see signs, and how to prevent stuff from happening. And then after a bunch of classroom work, we went outside and did something called DNC, drill and ceremony. And basically it's there's just a bunch of how to stand in formation with a platoon or with a company. And you hear a lot of things like right face and about face and left face, and we learned how to march and how to turn corners while marching and stuff like that. So that was pretty sweet. And yeah, and while we were out there, it was pretty cold outside, and one of the sergeants was like, "Is anybody cold?" And then there's one person that was like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm cold." And he's like, "All right, get down and do push-ups. All right, let's go, flutter kicks now push-ups again, flutter kicks." And man, he's like, "Are you still cold?" And then the same person was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh my god, come on, are you serious?" And he made us do more push-ups and everything like that. And that's called smoking a platoon, or a company or whatever, if they do something bad, or if they're just if they say they're cold. So you never want to say you're cold if you're outside in the cold. So but I definitely think that's gonna happen to me while I'm at basic training, because I'm gonna be at basic training January and February. So yeah, it's gonna be the winter months there. So I imagine that's gonna happen to me again, but what can I do? So that was pretty much the whole first day there of my drill, which was the Saturday. And so the start of the second day, we had to be there at both days. We had to be there at 0700 hours, and stand outside in line before they invite us in. And the first day while we were there, we came in and we got something known as a shark attack. And that was kind of like drill sergeants coming up. Well, they weren't drill sergeants, but the sergeants coming up and yelling in your face, telling you to get down, do push-ups, and crab walk to the area you're supposed to go to, or low crawl. All right, now get up and run. Now get back down, do low crawl again. And just kind of a loud and crazy experience there, but it was awesome. And we lined up, got in formation, and then first thing we did for the day is the physical training, the PT. And this was definitely what I was expecting when it came to physical activity. We did something called circuit training, and the whole company kind of divided up into 12 equal groups, and there's 12 stations throughout the whole building. And basically you'd run to each station and do the exercise until the whistle blew. Then you'd get up and you jog, and then you run in place till the whistle blew again, and then you do the next exercise, and you kept moving the entire time. Man, did that knock me out. So you know, I was just tired by the end of that, basically. So that was crazy and sweaty, but we got a good shower afterwards and everything. So, and then we did more class work training and more suicide prevention, and another big thing, sexual harassment within the Army, and a course on resilience, basically, you know, teamwork and your mindset of being in the Army and everything, and that was pretty cool. And that was taught by one of the sergeants that, you know, I really like. And we had chow that day, and we had chow both days. The first day we had chicken breasts, some vegetables, some fruit, and some mashed potatoes. And the second day they brought in Quiznos. We had sandwich, chips, and a cookie and stuff like that. So it was pretty good meals there. They feed you really well. And yeah, that's pretty much my second day of RSD. They did a little ceremony at the end for the gold phasers, which are people who have already come back from basic training, and we had to watch that, and that was pretty cool. And right now, I just completed red phase. There's red, white, and blue phase, and then gold phase is when you're done with basic training. You come back for one more RSD drill. So that was basically, yeah, my whole first day or first weekend of RSD drill, and I thought it was really awesome. And I definitely gotta work out and do PT on my own, definitely, to pass the push-ups the next time, and you know. Definitely work hard to get stronger and everything by the next drill. So yeah, if you have any questions on joining the National Guard or anything about RSD drills or RSP drills, you know, either way, you know, let me know. Type it in the comments, and I'll definitely get back to you. So yeah, I guess I will see you next time.